Hey, this is a video response to Tori. Tori, I told you I would do a video response to you about mean teachers. When I was watching your video about the teacher you had, oh my God, that was a mean woman. Teachers shouldn't be like that. If teachers are like that, they don't need to be teaching. I don't know. To me, if they want to act like that, they need to go and be in the prison ward. That's who they need to be. They need to be a prison ward. But I have a teacher similar to yours, and when you told your story, I was picturing a teacher I had, and I'll tell you a couple of teachers I had that was really bad. First of all, my kindergarten year, I had a teacher. She only did this one time, and she changed after. But I was playing with a dollhouse, and I cleaned the dollhouse up, and I made it really neat and clean. She came over to me, and it was cleanup time, and the teacher said, "Clean up your toys." So in my mind, clean up meant clean up. So I cleaned up the dollhouse. I straightened it and organized it, made it look nice. And she came over to me and she said, "I told you to clean up." And I said, "I did." And she said, "Don't smart mouth me, young lady." And she popped me on the tail. And I was only 5 years old. Come to find out, what she wanted me to do was mess the dollhouse up for the next person to come and play with it. Don't leave it clean and neat. But I was taught from my mom, clean up meant clean up. So my mom told her never to lay a hand on me again, and she said her story about clean up. Then I had a teacher in first grade. I had a special teacher. When I was very small, I had trouble reading, and I had to go to a special reading teacher. And one day I remember getting a report card from the teacher. He was nice, a very nice teacher. He put an envelope and he said, "I want you to take this home and give it directly to your mom." And I was like, okay. So I go to my normal class. The teacher in there, her name is Miss Poindexter, I remember her name. She said, "What is that in your hand?" And I said, "It's a note from my mom." And she ripped it out of my hand and took it to the closet. And I said, no, that's my mom's. The teacher told me to give it directly to my mom and to keep it sealed. And that teacher said, "You shut your mouth, young lady, and leave me alone." And she said, "I'm going to take you out in the hall and I'm going to pop you if you don't hush." So she took the report card, and I don't know what she did with it. I can't remember, but I do know she took it and she was trying to see what the teacher had wrote about me. Then in third grade, I had a teacher named Miss Calloway, but I didn't have her constantly. It wasn't like I had her all day. I just had her for probably an hour and a half at a time. But that was long enough, because she was one of the worst teachers I've ever had in my entire life. That woman was a complete battle axe. Because little did I know, in the 6th grade, I was going to have that teacher again. And this time, I would have her all day long. This woman was a complete battle axe. Miss Calloway. She was older than the hills, meaner than a devil. I don't know what her problem was, but she had one for me. Me and my friend, Teresa, were very good girls. I've always been a good girl. I've never really tried to cause trouble. I've always been a little sweet and innocent. never talk. Until now, I talk a lot. But when I was little, I didn't talk a lot. And this teacher, oh, she had my nerves so bad that it messed my stomach up. And I started having stomach issues in the 6th grade. I had severe pain in my stomach, and she was probably the one reason I started having severe anxiety attacks. First of all, yeah, she probably was the reason. She was so mean to me. She would take me and grab me by my arm and squeeze it as hard as she could. Then she would take me in front of me and she'd shake me and she'd look me straight in the face and say, "You're never going to amount to anything, you hear me?" And she said, "You're sorry, piece of crap." And she would just keep it, she'd just shake me and just, "You sorry thing, you're never going to amount to anything, you're not going to be anything in life." And she was so mean, and she did that every day. She would just grab a hold of me and tell me that I'm stupid and I'm ignorant and dumb and lazy and just everything you can imagine. She just would grab my arm, she'd hit my hand with a ruler, she'd pop my head with a ruler. She was always grabbing my arm. I remember her grabbing my arm, just holding on to my arm and just being such a mean woman to me. And I know she would make me sit in class and write sentences over and over and over for no reason. And it was like she wanted to abuse me or something. But she did my friend Teresa the same way. Me and Teresa was only ones, and I think there's a boy too. But I was the one in the worst situation because she did me the most. She'd shake me just about every day. And she did Teresa too. And the boy. I remember one time we had to do a report, and we were sitting in front of the classroom, and me and Teresa had to do the report. We was partners, and we had to sit in her desk, of all places. We had to sit in her chair, and that woman had my nerves so bad that I started reading, and the word six, I said sex. Oh, God, that lady jumped up out of her seat and just yelled at me in front of everybody. And I didn't mean to say sex. It just looked like sex. It was six, but it looked like sex. And the funny thing is that when she made Teresa so upset and nervous that when it come for her to say the word six in the report, she said six as well. Well, me and Teresa got in big trouble, and we didn't mean to. We really didn't. We had to sit in for PE, and who knows what we had to do. But I know she shook us and yelled at us and called us names and everything you can imagine. And in PE, I hated the worst because some reason always at the end of the day my stomach was killing me the most. And my stomach was upset every evening when it was PE time. And she was so mean to me. I never hated nobody, but I hated that battle axe. I really did. She was a mean lady. And guess what, Miss Calloway? I don't know if you're living or not. Last I heard, she was teaching 2 years ago. How can that old lady be teaching still? I have no idea how. But guess what, Miss Calloway? I did amount to something. I graduated high school and went to college. So see who made something in their life. I did. Yo, huzzy. Man, that woman. That feels good to get it out because I've been holding it in for so long. That woman was so mean. But yeah, my mom, cut this shorter because time's running out, but my mom and my stepdad went and talked to her at a teacher's conference, and my mama let her have it, and she never was mean to me again, but that was halfway through the year. And my mom told her never to ever lay her hand on me, and that stupid teacher told my mama, oh, she was the best student I have in my class. Yeah, but at least she stopped messing with me, and my stomach finally got better. But yeah, that old huzzy. Alright, thanks guys. Bye.